Good afternoon. Welcome back to Ljubljana, Slovenia. This is the FIBA Women's EuroBasket quarterfinals, and it's the second quarterfinal between Belgium and Serbia. Well, in this absolutely beautiful part of the world where they have castles, beautiful canals, lakes, beautiful old buildings. They've also got wonderful basketball. We just watched a thriller that was won by Hungary 62-61. Now it's Belgium taking on Serbia. The winner of this game will face France. The winner of France v Montenegro, and of course Spain v Germany finish tonight. The winner of that game will take on Hungary. So this is the road to the final. There'll also be the third place game, and don't forget, you still have the stakes very high when it comes to getting to the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments. You need to get into the top 6 to do that if France, in fact, finish in the top 6 as well. France will be hosting the Olympics. I'm Jeff Taylor. The lights are out. They'll come back on in just a second as we watch the pregame show, and I'm joined by Shona Thorburn. And I guess we've had just enough time to catch our breaths after an incredible first game, and this is going to be a big one, isn't it?
It is. Right now, I'm not sure a lot of people before this tournament started would say they would see Serbia going up against Belgium in a quarterfinal clash. But Serbia with that loss to Hungary, so Hungary ending up finishing first in their group, and Serbia now had to give themselves an extra game. They won, that's why they're here, but they're going up against a Belgium team that is playing really, really well. And for me, the biggest concern is Tina Krajicek. How is she feeling? Can she go? She finished the game, the qualification for the quarterfinals, on one leg the other night.
Yeah, that was against a very competitive Great Britain team that gave everybody fits in this tournament. But Serbia survived. That's the nature of the game, survive in advance. But the problem is, if you survive in advance and then face quite possibly the favorites to win it, if not the favorites, the joint favorites, Belgium, then it gets really tough.
Yeah, this Belgium team, I mean, they have been exciting to watch. No doubt about that, and it starts with their point guard, Julie Alemon, averaging a double-double, and that, I mean, not with rebounds, but with points and assists. But it's more important, her turnover ratio. She's only averaging a little over 1 turnover a game, so she is taking care of the ball while also pushing the tempo, finding her teammates, and her teammates are coming up with big shots for her as well.
Well, starting 5 for Belgium, really good. Some questions about the reserves, but I guess those are going to be answered today. And right now we are going to have a pause for the playing of the national anthems. big moment. Rashid Messian hugging Marina Malkovic. Players, they know each other so well. Of course, they played in the semifinals of the FIBA Women's EuroBasket 2021 in Valencia, and Serbia won that game 74-73, and went on to win the title, beating France. Referees, Mai Forsberg from Denmark is the crew chief, Wojciech Liska from Poland on the right, and Andres Almkrogers from Latvia on the left. And just looking back through that box score a couple of years ago, it's interesting to see some of the prominent players here not getting as many minutes. Then it's a different game, you know. And as we look at Serbia, obviously no more Sonja Vasic, she's been long gone, and Jelena Brooks, but Ivana Ratsa, Sasha Chajo, Alexander Servandakic, Ivan Anderson, and Tina Krajnik, who you mentioned her fitness, but Jovanovic, Nogic, Stankovic, Kovazovic, Jankovic, Katanic, and Djordjevic could all end up figuring and getting minutes today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think for them to compete and be competitive and win this game, they need to see everyone contribute. But that woman right there, talk about consistent, is Yvonne Anderson. Game in, game out, you expect her to have those kind of numbers. And she has been the most consistent player for Serbia and for Coach Marina Malkovic. And I really, you know, I think it's interesting because Coach, she goes with different lineups, and I think she's still trying to find out what works after having some of those amazing players retire, like you mentioned in Vasic and Brooks. And Brooks has been here since the beginning of the tournament, out every game supporting Serbia, which I think is great to see ex-players coming back and still supporting them.
Yep, you know, they're 3 hours away by car, she says, in Sopron, where she plays professionally. Antonia Delar, she had a great game in that semifinal. Emma Mesman, Chiara Linskens, Julie Van Loo, and Julie Alamon, Ramet Rezemont, Manunga, Geldof, Massey, Lisawa, and Massey coming off the bench for Coach Messian. Julie Van Loo played 8 minutes or so, and that last meeting was a non-factor. She has been a real difference maker, but obviously you could be looking at the best player in the world, if not one of the top 3 to 5.
MVP caliber every single game. Every single time she steps up and plays for Belgium, over 22 points a game, 8 boards. But it's not just, it's her steals, it's her passing, a little bit of everything. And you imagine that Coach Rashid Messian has to be happy with some of the talent that he has. Right now, for me, Messiman, she is the top MVP go-getter if her team can continue to go on. But it takes more than just one player to win at a FIBA Women's EuroBasket in the quarterfinals. And everyone's going to need to step up, have a good game. Belgium are going to get out and run. They're going to try and play out of a hard tempo. Serbia, one of the best defenses in this tournament. Can they slow it down? And who's going to get more frustrated with the different styles of play?
Yeah, definitely. We'll go down and listen to some words from Marina Malkovic. Belgium, 4th consecutive EuroBasket quarterfinal appearance. This is no longer a country that tries to make it to the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. I mean, yeah, you have to do it, but this is a team now that aims to get to the podium. And I really feel like now is the time they need to go for it all. They need to get there. This is their big chance to go all the way, but they're going to have to beat a national team that has winning DNA, all of those players.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, this Belgium team, 8 out of 12 of them have been at the last EuroBasket. So they have experience as well. When can they take that next step? They've been on the podium. When can they finally put gold around their neck?
Well, they lost by just 1 point in the semifinals 2 years ago when you called the game in Valencia. So these two great teams in international basketball set to trade blows, and what we anticipate is going to be an electric quarterfinal. Good afternoon from Ljubljana, Slovenia. The second quarterfinal is underway here at the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Belgium winning the opening tip, wearing the white, attacking the basket to the right, and getting the first layup of the game, Kara Linskens. Chajo hit some big shots in her Serbia career, including against Great Britain. Yvonne Anderson serving Dakic. She drives in and gets swatted out of bounds by Linskens.
Great job there on the help side. Defense is Linskens, and other people need to step up. Linskens right now in this first 30 seconds has showed why she is one of the top post players in Europe.
Yvonne Anderson probing, kind of fades. Look at that, Krajnik getting position and bringing the basketball back out. So surrounded by the two bigs of Belgium, and she comes down with the basketball. Ratza leans into one. And another offensive rebound. But this time, Delar reaches in and ties up Serfin Dakic. So Serbia again will keep possession. Krajnik faces a double team. It goes off the hands of Anderson, but goes to Ratza, who gets it over to Serfin Dakic. She spins, she puts it up, and another offensive rebound, and another swat by Linskens. And the ball is staying at this end, and right now, the rebounding is being dominated by Serbia. One offensive rebound after another.
Not able to score, but at least they're giving themselves extra chances, making Belgium have to play longer defense.
Yvonne Anderson missing with the left hand. Look at that, the pass up the floor to Van Loo. And she just doesn't miss when she gets ahead on the break. Great recognition by Mesman.
Yeah, well, that's what you give up when you have 5 players crashing the offensive rebound. It's to get back defenses. That's a quick release by Chajo. And another offensive rebound.
Well, they're going to lead the tournament in offensive rebounding after today if this keeps up. Here's the drive and the dump to Krajnik. And just like against Great Britain, they had a real slow start offensively. Pass to Mesman, up to Linskens, and Belgium continue to score at their end. Quick 6-0 start for them.
Quick 6-0 start, but the amount of shot attempts and good shot attempts that Serbia has had, it's nothing really to worry about. Maybe defensively try and make things a little bit difficult, more difficult.
And Ratza was tied up. She turns, and they're going to call the jump ball. And now it's going to be Belgian basketball. Look at that. Mesman just knows, doesn't she?
Yeah. We say this every tournament, Jeff, because she is one of the best players in every tournament that she plays in. She is just so savvy. It's more than just her skill set, but she really knows the game of basketball inside and out.
Alemon drives in with the left hand. 8-0 for Belgium. The Cats sinking their claws into this Serbian team in the first 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Well, Coach Malkovich normally likes to keep her timeouts and let her team figure out during the difficult moments. So a quick timeout for Malkovich. Let's try this
Odbrana od middle pika. Gde smo raširili? Radimo sve suprotno od onoga što smo se dogovorili. I opet mašimo sicere bez veze. Jedina dobra stvar je skok u napad. Ej, ušle su čvršće u kontakte, u 1-1, kuraju vas telom, agresivnije su, vuku loptu. Na taj način ne može. Na taj način sasvim sigurno ne može. Ajde da damo koševe, ajde iskreiramo, ajmo da imamo duže napade.
Julie Alemon, I think the beauty of this Belgium team is that she hasn't really had to defer to anybody this year, even though you've had Van Loo come up and have such a great group phase. Alamon just keeps playing excellent basketball herself, and she is just so tough when she gets inside and gets to the rim.
Yeah, definitely a pass-first point guard, but showing here early, 4 points already for her, that she can also score. She can do what her team needs for her to do. So depending on how defenses are playing her, you know, teams are going to double team Messman, Linskins, and she can be able to shoot down shots as well. When she plays aggressive basketball, she's one of the best point guards in Europe.
Just checks into the game. She's got the basketball. She provides a little bit of scoring from outside. Servandakis left wide open for three. Messman able to get to the basketball. Krajcik was there. And good hands from Chajo. Nogic spins to get away from Julie Van Loo, and the good Linskins just doing it all right now on defense. And look, back to Linskins, who can shoot it, but she's going to get it to Messman. I mean, there's there might be days when the Belgians are not hitting their shots, but look at the hold there from Servandakis. That was a good call, but you can't see them start struggling as much as Serbia has offensively.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. A nice high-low look there, from Linskins into Messman. And you got the joy of watching Belgium play in the group phase. And how often do we kind of see that high-low look? Messman, Linskins to Messman. They really know how to find each other.
Here's Van Loo. She drives in as well, puts it up and in. And you're right. I mean, it was joy watching the group phase. I'd wake up first thing in the morning and I'd think, I get to watch Belgium today. I mean, that's how they played a beautiful game. Servandakis and Serbia, they need to get on the board.
Yeah, they do. They've had good looks, though, and they're giving themselves more looks as well with their offensive rebounding. They just, not finding their rhythm right now. 0 of 9 in this game, but they have 6 offensive rebounds.
But then you wonder sometimes, that's also kind of an interesting stat. Yeah, it's a great stat to get an offensive rebound, but it also shows you're missing your shots. Alamon leading the tournament with assists for Belgium. Here is Anderson. Stankovic takes it down low, goes up with the left hand. Linskins rebounds the miss. Serbia still looking for their first points. Delar to Messman. Drives in. Look at that. Boy, they are just putting on a clinic.
Yeah, they really are. 12-0. Messman just catches the ball, spins baseline, no help side comes.
Anderson misses. And Malkovich is going to have to earn her money today. She's going to come up with a way to beat the Cats. Linskins pump fake. Look at that. She takes it all the way. Look at her handle it, the big. 14-0.
And really, Belgium, we kind of questioned if they were challenged in that group phase and what do they do against maybe a more talented, more aggressive team, especially defensively. Well, guess what? They've risen their game and proved that it doesn't matter who they play against.
Nogic drives in with the left hand. The strap for the ball, Stankovic, but Messman comes up with a quick outlet pass to Van Loo, who pulls up for three. High arcing shot, and that was short. She's been shooting it well from deep. Now quickly, Anderson drives in and finally gets the first 2 points for Serbia. 5 minutes and 10 seconds into the game.
Yeah, this is probably the longest drought. They have had some droughts in this tournament so far, but this is probably the longest drought. But look at that.
Delar now for three. That's good. Coming off a good season in Salamanca, Spain, Antonio Delar. Servandakis turns into Linskins and just has it taken away. Now Messman, she can do it all. Passes to Alamon, and Alamon brings it back out. Now back down low to Linskins. It's incredible, isn't it? It is incredible stuff.
It really is. It's pretty basketball, that's for sure. They're so unselfish. They don't care who scores. They just care that they score, and they also really, really enjoy playing with each other, and that's what they have shown all tournament long.
Ivanovic, she drives. And you need the veteran in there right now, and that's why Malkovich got her in, because it was looking bleak. So that's an important bucket for her. It's a 40-minute game, a long way to go, but so far it is all Belgium. Delar again, this time no good. Mesman, nice little give and go, and look at that. So Mesman, I think, might be
asking for a sub.
Yeah, it looked like it, and that'll be the big question: how can the bench play? And Anderson loses it out of bounds.
I mean, Mesman, she's used to playing big minutes for this Belgian team, and any team she plays on. 7 consecutive minutes, you're up 21-4. You deserve to go to the bench and get a little bit of a breather. And let's not forget, the winner of this game, you've got a day off tomorrow. Both teams will have a day off tomorrow. Then you got to jump back, and you're either going to be playing Saturday and Sunday.
Oh boy, even the good fortune goes that way, but great defense, great block by Stankovic. And look at Linskens with the look off, and then she's fouled at the rim. Stankovic disagrees. For a big, Linskens really handles it well. Oh yeah, she hacked her.
Yeah, and she was also inside that semicircle.
It's funny, you know, Mesman and Alamon, so good. Such high-profile players, especially Mesman. Linskens is good. I mean, people, you know.
Linskens is really good. If you go back and look at her career, she had that amazing 2018 World Cup where I think she put her, you know, her name on.
Spain,
yeah, in Spain. The world found out who Linskens was and what she was capable of doing. Has always played on big Euro Cup, EuroLeague teams during the professional season.
Stankovic gets in, and she is fouled as she goes right up against Manunga. Betty Manunga, newcomer to the team. And getting her on the right arm. So, an absolutely nightmare start for Serbia. But time is on their side. It's probably the best way you could describe this situation for them, that they got plenty of time. And also the fact that you have the 24-second shot clock, so Belgium just can't sit outside and hold it. Lissawa, though, gets in, another layup. A lot of Belgian fans.
Another easy basket. It's not, you know, Belgium right now are scoring where they want to score and getting shots where they want.
Oh boy, turnover. 25-6. I think a lot of people were thinking this is going to be a hurdle that Belgium might not clear today, but as Linskens and Alamon go out to great applause, this was Alamon handing it off to Lissawa.
But the thing is, Jeff, I mean, we're talking about it. There's still 32 minutes left in this game. Serbia's not going to play like this all game long.
No. Julie Van Loo takes it deep, little turnaround. And the rebound for Anderson. And a blocking foul called on Lissawa.
You know what I think is good for Coach Rashid in Belgium is that he has gone to his bench pretty earlier than he typically does. And I think it's a good opportunity to get those bench players some minutes while you are up right now on an aggressive team like Serbia. Because guess what? He relies heavily on his starting five. I think we can all say that from watching this EuroBasket. But come semifinal, possible finals, you got to have bench play. You got to have bench play to win at this level because that's a lot of games in a short amount of days as well.
Oh, nice turn. And driving in and scoring Djordjevic. Well, right now he does have Mesman, Van Loo, and Delar still in the game. I guess ideally you don't want to have a completely new 5 that comes in.
Well, you know, Geldof's still on the bench. She's had some success from the post player, but Linskens and Messman, they are their go-to post players. So we saw Messman go out, and then she had to come right back in for Linskens.
Van Loo puts it up, and that's the Julie Van Loo that we watched daily in Tel Aviv.
And not that, you know, she hasn't had big games and good games for Belgium in the past, but would you not say this is the best she has ever played with the Belgium jersey on?
That's definitely the best I've ever seen her play. We've talked a lot about that. There's a great defense. There she is looking up the floor. Here's Van Loo back, and look at the passing. Look at the passing. Manunga, great defense from Serbia to hold. Mesman, and Serbia survive a rare occurrence. Jovanovic missing from deep.
And just a tough first quarter for Serbia. And it's not that they haven't had good looks, but they haven't been able to make easy shots, wide open shots.
Here's Van Loo. They come out to guard her. She gets it to Lisawa. She lets it fly. Oh, it looked good from here. It was just a little long. So Serbia will have to regroup during the timeout because Belgium have come out like a house on fire, getting layup after layup. Their passing game is working. It is a tall order for Serbia to come back in this one. Belgium lead it 28-8 at the end of one.
Well, I'm not sure if Belgium have had a better quarter of basketball. Look at those shooting percentages, 10 of 15, 2 of 5 from 3. And Serbia, on the other hand, have not been able to get anything easily to fall. And I think a lot of it has to do with maybe they're a little bit tired, a little bit out of sync. They had to play one extra game. That being said, Belgium had to travel from Tel Aviv, so you could say, well, we're both tired. I think what I'm more disappointed in and what I'm more surprised about is the defense that we're seeing by Serbia. Normally they frustrate and they annoy and they're aggressive. They're not playing like that right now. Or is Belgium very well prepared that they knew it was going to be like that? The practice that they had yesterday, maybe the day before, was all about preparing for this crazy defense. This is what you need to do against it. This is how you break it, and that's what we're seeing. I'm not sure.
We're just seeing Belgium in all their glory right now, especially with Linskens. She might be the biggest player on the court, but she is handling the ball so well, and everybody that's played for Belgium has played well. Well, Shona, I know you've got it, but in case anybody else doesn't, download the app, Courtside 1891, for video streams, schedules, scores. You can have all of the action at your fingertips wherever you are. Download it on the Apple Store, on Google, you name it. You're looking for a great app. That is certainly one for the summer, but really all year round. And, well, worried looks on Danilovic, the face, president of the Serbian Federation, the former great for Yugoslavia. Played in the NBA, played big-time player with Virtus Bologna. He's watching his team right now get run out of the gym. They got to turn it around, and they got to start right now. But there is Mesman getting the block and passing up ahead to Delar. Mesman turns, and this time it does not drop. Becky Massey coming into the game. Manunga out. Remember, we saw Hungary go up by 17 points in the first game against the Czech Republic, and the Czech Republic came back and took the lead in the final seconds, only to fall. And there's Aleman for three. I'm not sure it's going to be quite so easy to come back on this Belgian team.
I don't know. That was a deep, deep three and another assist by Belgium all tournament long. They have been sharing the ball well, but it's not just sharing the ball and playing unselfish. Players are knocking down shots as well.
Those Nuggets trying to get some joy driving to the basket, turns it over. This was Aleman about 1.5 meters behind the arc with that three-pointer. I mean, is there any, you played for Canada back in the day. Do you remember the last time you played a team that beat you in a big game coming in? Does that give you extra incentive? Or is it just like a different year? It doesn't matter.
I don't think it really matters. I think, obviously a lot of these players for Belgium remember that loss and want to get revenge.
Oh.
A little miscommunication there.
And well taken advantage of by Jankovic. Well, that's
a
at
rare
this stage,
turnover.
Another turnover. Anderson takes it right away from Lisawa, and Messiaen wants to call a timeout. And this is the issue. Again, people coming off the bench, maybe not playing at the same speed for Belgium. And this will be the best way for Serbia to come back.
And let's not forget these players coming off the bench for Belgium, they're young. Yeah, they've had a little bit of experience. A lot of them were there at last year's World Cup, but it was a different coaching staff then. And they're still young. They still need to grow and get experience. Now, unfortunately, sometimes getting experience is making mistakes, but then learning from your mistakes.
Djordjevic gets both free throws. Luoso goes out, and Van Loo comes back in. And likewise for Serbia, these players have to take more responsibility. I know that Vasic left after the last Olympics, so there's Massey turning it over again.
Well, three uncharacteristic quick turnovers for Belgium.
And Anderson goes in, and they've just basically breathed some life into their comeback, cutting it back to a 17-point deficit. You cannot turn the ball over, and I think Malkovich knows this is our way back in it if we can get after them and force the turnovers.
I mean, I can go back and do my research, but I've seen Serbia play every game in this tournament.
On peut peut-être mieux revenir sur la press break. Comme ça, si elles sont comme ça en overplay, on peut trouver des passes au-dessus aussi. Ok, et après, mettez de la conviction. Ok, vous voulez pas monter la balle pour monter la balle. Vous avez peur. Push the ball. Ok, peu importe, que ce soit toi, on tenait à pousser la balle. Ok, avec de l'agressivité. Ok, for punish the break. Ok, not just for organize the play. Let's go, no more gift. Come on, Nana.
Well, yeah, Jeff, so what I was saying, I've seen Serbia play all tournament long, and they're excellent at forcing teams into turnovers, coming up with steals. I mentioned it. Yeah, okay, their slow start, 8 points scoring in the first quarter. It's going to happen when they're, maybe less skilled offensively than they were in the past, but defensively, they're still always there. It's still the same Serbian mentality on defense. And that's what I was most shocked about the first 10 minutes of this game. So really to come out, get, 3-4 quick steals, that's what they need to do. That's how they're going to get back in the game, but that's what's also going to give them their confidence. And their defense is their identity. And they went away for that the first 10 minutes.
And now you got the starting five back in for Belgium that should be able to cope a little bit better. But you don't like to see quick runs like that if you're Belgium. Just to give Serbia that little bit more self-belief. Here's Delar. Oh, now she's traveled. So this game is changing in a hurry for Serbia. And now if they can knock down a jump shot, which is hasn't happened today. Katanich brings the basketball up the floor. Goes behind her back, gets around Van Loo. Dishes over to Djordjevic, and Djordjevic hits it on the baseline. And suddenly Serbia trail by just 15 points.
Well, not bad. Down 20.
Mesman, Delore with the rebound. Van Loo, high arcing three! And she just, you could see how confident she was. She wanted it.
She wanted it. She called for it. She said, hey, I'm going to knock this down. So a big three-point shot there by Van Loo, who's had a great, great tournament.
Yankovic misses from deep. Linskin's not able to rebound it. She taps it out. And then on the drive, Yankovic has the ball hit out of bounds. So Belgium led by as many as 23 points. And that was the last three-pointer from Julie Van Loo. And the block from Mesman from behind.
Nice heads-up play defensively there by one of the best.
What a tough pass and catch, in fact. And Yankovic trying to defend Mesman, which is not an easy thing. She will get better for this experience, though, that's for sure. Alamon surrounded, so they have to pass it out. Mesman for three, and they're gonna really rub salt to the wound if they're gonna start hitting their threes, if they collapse.
If they collapse, that was pretty good defense. Ball just bounced in the right spot to Mesman. No one really closed out. Open three-point shot, any kind of open look, Mesman is gonna make about 80% of those shots.
Here it is, the release and the shot. So Van Loo's foul. Van Loo picks up her first foul and Belgium's fifth foul overall. Yankovic, had the pump fake and now ends up turning it over. I think if she'd gone for the shot, she would have gotten to the line. Look at the ball handling from Mesman.
It's a 5-on-4.
Linskin says, are you kidding me? But then bounce pass goes out of bounds.
And Yankovic was kind of slow to get up off the floor on that last possession. And really, Serbia there got lucky because it was a 5-on-4 for the entire time. Maybe just one pass too many for Belgium on that last offensive possession. Yeah. But this is why they're also an amazing passing team, because they are so unselfish. I mean, they're easily leading this tournament. They have the record. You witnessed that, 37 assists in one game. They're on track to break their own record.
Chajo, bounce pass. Djordjevic gets blocked. Yankovic gets blocked. Linskins is just doing it all right now. Here she is hustling ahead on defense. Once she has the ball, she throws it up knowing the contact was coming.
And you know, Jeff, 37-16, 5:35 left. Tina Krajnik, one of the best players for Serbia, their post player, I mentioned it. She helped them win that all-important game on 1 foot the other night. And she's only played 3:36, and that was in the first quarter, and we haven't seen her at all in this quarter. Do you think Coach Malkovich says, you know what, I'm not sure if we can win this, and I don't want to risk one of my players getting even more injured?
Well, that's words from a coach. Shona coaches at Basket Long. And you think about those things. Kapuzovic checks into the game. Alamond. Mesman able to reach over and get the basketball back outside to Alamond. Here's Linskins. Ooh. And another turnover. Good job, Chajo. Kapuzovic falls down. Devon Anderson looking for a foul, doesn't get it.
Yeah, I think she was trying a little bit too hard there to draw the contact and get a foul instead of just playing.
Serbia fans not going to give up hope. Here's Nuggets from the right. Anderson with the rebound and put back. Well, smallest player in the court for Serbia goes inside, gets the putback. Remember, you need to finish in the top 6 if you want to get to the FIBA Women's Olympic qualifying tournaments. Another turnover for Belgium goes off the hands of Linskens this time. There's Nuggets. She drives in. Alaman avoids the D, hands it off to Mesman. Layup, good.
Well, we talked about how we didn't think Belgium had really been tested maybe in the group phase, or are they possibly just that good?
Well, that was a good pass by Vucevic into Djordjevic. Timeout on the court. In the game when Belgium struggled the most, we had a couple of power outages. We lost power a couple of times and they had to restart. That was against Italy. I don't think that helped them. That's not looking for an excuse, but it did happen that day. Anyway, let's listen to Coach Messiaen.
C'est bien ce qu'on fait en défense. Pourquoi vous voulez commencer à switcher? On switch en étant au-dessus. We are over, we switch. For sure. But we can find the flash in the basket. For chest. Okay? For chest, c'est bon? Okay, Antoine. Ici, hors-jus for Emma. Okay? Don't force the situation. If not, we're going to play the handoff and the opposite. And you wait the pin down, okay? And look for the flash and kick inside. Okay, on for chest. Okay? Hey, 2 fouls to give. Okay, so use them smartly. Come on, allez. 1 team.
Usually around the middle of this every quarter you will see a QQ code on the cube, and this is your chance. If you scan the QR code in the room, you can win FIBA Women's EuroBasket branded towels or T-Shirt watches or tickets to FIBA EuroBasket 2025. So don't miss your opportunity and check out the QQ code.
So it is the starting 5 right now for Belgium. It's going to be Anderson, Chajo, Nogic, Vucevic, and Djordjevic on the court for Serbia. Final 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Linskens of the first half loses it, and Mesman just picks it up and in. He gets the assist, I guess.
I'm not sure if that's an assist, but I've said it. That's about 5-7 points maybe that Belgium have just got lucky with the way the ball has bounced. And it hasn't been bad defense, but when things are going well, they are going really well for Belgium.
Chajo for 3. Yeah, they did give Linskens an assist on that. I'm with you. I think it kind of slipped out of her hands. 18 points. There's the cut. Into the corner. Alamon. Side to wait. Steps back for a 2.
Yeah, probably more open on that extra pass from Missman. Should have shot the 3.
Chajo, second in a row for Chajo.
Chajo now bringing some life in for this Serbian team with back-to-back 3-point shots.
Delar gets away from Mesman. Looked like she was almost injured on that. Maybe rolled her foot, possibly, or hurt her back.
It was an awkward catch as we see that second 3-point shot attempt. Little dribble, defense didn't come up, put her hand up, so she lets it fly.
And Linskens, and what do you do when maybe little momentum for the other team? You just get it to the big. She just lays it up and in. Kapusovic goes behind her back, puts it up. Mesman taps it out. Chajo, three for her! Third three-pointer in the last couple of minutes.
About a minute and a half, Jeff. Chajo with 9 points.
Mesman, well, puts it back up and in. I suppose if you're Belgium, you know a run is coming from Serbia. You just don't want it to be a disastrous run. But full marks to Chajo for bringing her team back in it. Van Loo, Chajo, offensive foul. Chajo threw her right forearm into the face of Van Loo. That is taking one for the team. Watch this. Wow, it wasn't as bad. It wasn't in her face, it was in her chest.
Yeah, but she definitely pushed off. I think that was an easy call by the referee.
Delard gets it to Alemán. The cut from Linskens behind, little shifty pass. Now look at the handoff. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness is right.
Who would not want to play this game that way?
17 assists in the first half already for Belgium.
I think the word I would use is slick. They play with panache. Chajo fouled this time by Van Loo.
Van Loo's going to pick up her second, so she's probably going to come out for the rest of this first half.
Yeah, that's a bit of a probably a 50-50.
Hand check, I mean, yeah.
Serbia need to finish as strong as possible this first half. Try to get a little bit of momentum going to halftime. Nuggets gets it to go.
Yeah, I think if they can get a stop and a score, they might feel a lot better going into halftime, like you said. But if they give up a 2 or a 3 right now, that's going to really kind of lower their heads, probably their spirits.
The pass to a wide open Delard. I mean, Linskens is just wheeling and dealing.
Well, everyone's so concentrated on Linskens looking inside to Messman there. That's Delard, nice easy cut, free throw line. Wide open, knocks down the shot.
Anderson. They've got just enough time. Nope. Linskens, they're not even going to attempt a shot. Are they? Messerman does. So we have reached halftime, and it does not make for pleasant viewing for Serbian fans. For Belgium, we're looking at the best they've got to offer right now. They lead at 49-31 over Serbia at halftime.
Well, it's really been 20 minutes of Belgium basketball, and this is why people are excited about this team. Look at that, 67% from 2, 56 from 3. It's about sharing the ball. Serbia, tough time, especially in that first quarter. Much better second quarter for them. Belgium, 19 assists. I talked about it quickly. They have the assist record in any FIBA Women's EuroBasket with 37, and that happened over Israel during the group phase. 19 tonight. Could they be breaking their own assist record? We'll definitely find out shortly. But what's even more incredible is they are doing this against what is typically a very, very strong defensive team, and they are just doing whatever they want to do on offense, which kind of shows their level and the quality and the talent that they have in Belgium right now. And Jeff, you mentioned it. Maybe this is their year to take that big step and be atop of the podium at this year's FIBA Women's EuroBasket.
I mean, they've got 7 blocks, 4 from Linskens, who also has 4 assists, 4 rebounds to go with her 10 points. She has been a masterclass today. And Belgium have, probably 5 players that could go off at any time. So it's
Oh,
not
easily.
an easy team to play against. But the way they play with each other, that's what's beautiful.
Yeah, and you know, their time comes and they have their moments in between. You know, maybe it's Van Loo this time, then they're going to go to Linskens a few consecutive plays. They're okay. They don't need to feed the ball to one person. And defensively, you have to worry about all 5 people on the court, so you can't help off too much. And that's what we saw the last time with Dallaire knocking that shot down for Belgium right before the half. They were worried about Messman underneath. Her defender went to help before Messman even got the ball. She didn't get the ball. Dallaire wide open.
Unique character. Unique chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
This is where I don't think Greece is good when they go one-on-one here.
Oh, what a move. Wow, took an exceptional move by Spanish.
Anderson steps back with range 2 is good.
A lot of credit to Mac. Ivanovic. That's 2 in a row.
Hey, Jeff.
Tough jump shot is blocked. So again, the high fight Germany is paying dividends, and how about that? I love it playing the big front hard.
Especially if they get rewarded by the basketball ball.
And pick and roll, nice little shot fake, got English on her feet. Maybe an underrated player for Slovakia.
He was open. I think Montenegro know that they want Santosini to get opportunities. There's Andre, good play. Well, Santosini was covered. Andre did the right thing. She cut to the basket, and now she's got a 3-point play opportunity.
One down to 7. Oleshinska rather drives in.
She's fouled. Oleshinska, what a play.
Beautiful play. They play this horns play. Look at this. She comes off the screen, puts her head down, and takes the hit.
Artemis Spanu rebounds. They pass it up quickly, and Greece once again score quickly on the counterattack.
That's a really good fast transition layup.
Behind the back, Franklin off the glass. Whoa, gets the roll. Strong move to the ring.
Oh, how about that block and on tag?
Well, the points have been tough to come by, but at least Sasha Chajo was able to give Serbia a lift, scoring 9 points in that second quarter. Brought them back. I think they got to within 14 points. They trail right now by 18, but Chajo, one of the veterans and a player that is going to have to play out of her skin, much like the rest of her teammates, if they're going to come back and beat the Cats.
Well, that 9 points came in a flurry as well in about a minute and a half of game time. But really, you know, Anderson, I know she's frustrated. I think maybe she's trying to force things a little bit too much. We haven't seen a lot of Servin Dekic. Those who were following Serbia, she missed the first 2 games, came back for that third game in the group phase, and hasn't seemed herself since she has been back, because we know what to expect from Servin Dekic. So maybe we'll see a different Servin Dekic and maybe Tina Krajcik for Serbia. But it has been all Belgium, and a lot of it has to do with that woman right there that we're seeing the highlights of. But boy, this is team basketball. Everyone stepping up and contributing. They are so unselfish when they play. It's really enjoyable to watch how this team plays together, how unselfish they are, but they're also talented. You can be unselfish, but if your teammates can't knock down shots, what's the point of passing to them? Well, not with this Belgium team. They are exciting. This is the first time I've been able to watch them live in this tournament, and now I know what all the hype is about.
You know, the brilliance of Emma Mesman is such that we've been talking so much about Linskens, about Alemán, about Van Loo, about Delar. All that she's done, Mesman has scored 13 points, grabbed 9 rebounds, hand out 5 assists, come up with 4 steals. I mean, she's on course for a triple-double right now.
That's all she's done in 20 minutes of play.
It's just that it becomes the norm. You expect it, so it doesn't stand out, and yet you know that when you can have a player that's going to give you that kind of production.
I think my only question is, and she's proven it time and time again, she's always had to play big minutes no matter where she is. In Fenerbahce this last year, before playing in Ekaterinburg and in Russia with the national team, her WNBA team, she plays big minutes. But you're up 49-31, and she's playing 19 minutes. We know tomorrow's a rest day. Let's just imagine that they win, all right? We know tomorrow's a rest day. So then she's going to have 3 games in 4 days. That's a lot of games, especially if she's playing on average to play 38 minutes. That's difficult to do for any player.
I think that she wants to make sure this one is done and dusted before she goes out of the game. And 18 points against most teams, you would say it's over, possibly. Not Serbia. And it doesn't matter who plays for them. They could get on a roll. There was a moment there where it got a little uncomfortable after a few turnovers. So Belgium still have to, play well enough in this next 20 minutes. Will they have the mentality that they're starting, it's 0-0? I know a lot of coaches like that, like their players to think of it like that.
Well, this isn't the first time we've seen Serbia come out of the locker room very late. I think it was the last game, or the game before that against Hungary. In the last game in group phase that they lost, they came out with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to warm up. Clearly, Malkovic has a lot of things that she wants to say and possibly change with the Serbian team.
Well, USA atop the FIBA World Ranking presented by Nike, followed by China, Australia, Spain at number 4, Canada 5, France 6, Belgium 7, and Serbia 8. And there's Jelena Dublovic, the player for the longest time for Montenegro. She's going to be here to watch her national team take on France. Upset alert there. I watched Montenegro play. They were good in Tel Aviv.
Yeah, I mentioned quickly the last game, right before the game, how, and I think you mentioned the FIBA women in basketball, what FIBA are doing.
Strategic initiative.
Yes, And I love it because right now, you know, you see Elena Brooks in the stand. Who knows when she's going to become a part of this, you know, possibly Serbian coaching staff. You see...
There's Betty Cebrian, the Spain international great as well.
Yep. And then we also see Daniel Page, who represented Serbia. She is now on the coaching staff helping out. We have Luba, the assistant coach for Malkovich as well. I wonder when Belgium might bring back a player like Anne Waters to help with the...
I'm sure she's doing plenty
in the mix,
right
doing
now.
plenty
yeah.
right now.
You know, the strategic initiative women's basketball increase female players' participation. More and more women playing basketball, more and more girls, especially when they're watching teams like Belgium. They have to be inspired and want to have that kind of experience themselves. Another element of it is to develop and leverage female coaches and officials. So we've seen that. We've seen that with you, actually. You know, you coach at Basket Long, had a long career as a player. Maximize the impact of women's competitions in both disciplines. Increase the number of fans consuming women's basketball. Increase gender diversity in national federations and FIBA elected bodies, and increase gender diversity in FIBA, including regional office staffing. So you can find all of this information if you go to FIBA.basketball and look at Inside FIBA, and then go to organization, and then you can find these strategic objectives.
Here, okay, Kiki out, okay, cross screen for Emma, ok, c'est bon? Ici, si jamais on n'a pas sur le premier cross screen, ok, Kiki tu restes à l'extérieur, on fait juste là, ok, et on repart jouer un deuxième cross screen.
Igrate četvrtfinale. Šta sad ima? Čega se vi tačno bojite? Ja ne razumem. Igrate sa Belgijom. Opet vas podsjećam. Ne igrate sa Amerikom. Čega se bojite? Napravili smo gluposti. Nismo poštovali ništa što smo se dogovorili. Ajde da se vratimo sad u to. Ajde da sad igramo uže. Ajde da ne izlazimo iz tog reketa. Ajde da u 20 minuta idemo jasno na pobedu. Ej! Vi ne znate šta je pobeda. 5 dole, da. 5 dole. Sa pritiskom na lopti. I gde nema katova njihovih. Gde nema sve onoga što oni rade. Gde se pomaže kad spusti u dribling one kojima treba da se pomaže.
Scan in the barcode to get your FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup app, FIBA Women's EuroBasket app in your smartphone. Get it from the Apple Store or Google. Jovanovic, one of the veterans, is going to start the second half.
I don't disagree with that. I think it's to, you know, have Jovanovic play point guard and maybe Anderson a little bit more options looking to shoot from the 2 position.
Second half underway in Ljubljana. Belgium leading by 18 over Serbia. That foul called on Chajo. Guarding Mesman. And the pass goes all the way out to Mesman, who drives, and a little bit better now. Here comes Jovanovic. Serbian Dakic.
Well, we saw Tina only played Krajnik, sorry, 33, number 33 for Serbia, only played 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Guess coach is giving you another chance.
5th block of the game for Linskens, but nevertheless, Krajnik ends up getting it down low, and Krajnik will go to the line. A little bit of a shaky start for Belgium gives Serbia hope. They turned it over, and now Serbia getting to the free throw line. Linskens with 5 blocks. I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility she could get double-digit blocks today.
There's a couple players. Yeah, there's definitely a couple players who on this Belgium team I think could teeter on that triple-double mark by the end of the game if it continues to go like this for them.
And if they stay in the game long enough. Krajnik takes her time and misses both. And you can see that she's kind of gimpy. Van Loo, the pass back to Mesman. Look at the cut. Serbia's chasing. And there's Van Loo. Three-point shot. She looks at the crowd. She's having the time of her life.
Yeah, she really is. She's enjoying playing. And I think it started with her season professionally. She played in Montpellier, Basket Lat Montpellier this year in France for the old coach of Belgium. And, you know, yeah, she's been around. She's had good seasons, but I think it was one of her best seasons professionally. And that love of basketball has continued from her professional season, now playing with this Belgian team. She's getting an opportunity to play and show what she can do for this Belgium team as well.
That is her hitting the three. You said the old coach of Belgium, Valerie Demery?
Demery, yeah, is her coach in Montpellier, France. Not a bad place to live.
Not a bad place to visit,
no.
Live, eat, drink, sleep.
With her teammate Linskens.
Oh, good play by Yvonne Anderson, knocking it away. Yeah, those two are best friends, Linskens and Van Loo, going back to their childhood days. So second turnover here for Belgium in the second half. And we saw what turnovers did in the first half, but the difference this time is it's the starting five that's turning it over. Even so, it's a 21-point lead for Belgium. Serbia need to get points, and they need stops. Oh, Linskens reaches around and whistled for the foul on Krajnik.
She knew it right away. From our angle, almost looked like a steal.
Oh, yeah, that's a clear foul. That's an easy one for the referee. Seven Dakic. Foul, is that Van Loo? So Van Loo picks up her third. I hate to see Van Loo go out because she plays so well, but I'm also kind of excited to see Lau Resimont come in because she shot it.
And she didn't get any minutes in the first half.
No, she didn't. She's a left-handed gunslinger, and I'm curious to see if she can have that type of form in Tel Aviv here in Slovenia.
Well, she's only been averaging about 9-10 minutes for Belgium, but when Resimont checks in, she also brings in a lot of offensive firing power.
Great defense by Anderson again, really picking it up now. Stankovic in, Krajnik out, Ivanovic out. Yeah, Krajnik just isn't her. She's not 100% at all. She looks like she's about 60% at best.
Oh yeah, at best. And it's affecting her game.
Alemán for three. Well, it's just such a uphill climb for Serbia. Look at this. Mesman takes it away, up ahead to Alemán. Nobody's going to stop her here. I'm not sure there's a better finisher than Julie Alemán.
Normally we're talking about her passing ability.
26-point lead. Serbia do have that winning DNA, but there comes a time when you start to wonder if it's remotely possible now for them. Serva Dakic with a little jumper in the lane. Alemán able to get it to Resimont. Yeah, Resimont had 6 3-pointers against Israel in the opener in just 15 minutes. She was utterly sensational. Shot clock winding down. They got to launch it. Messamon. Boy, Messamon able to get that attempt up. Great play, Servandakic, the handoff to Stankovic. Stankovic simply must make that shot. She's right there.
Right there. It was a good pass. With her size and length, you expect her to make that easy cut in the basket.
Look at this, Alamon.
Alamon, she doesn't look to shoot often, and for good reason. You know, she doesn't need to a lot of times, and she is definitely a pass-first point guard. But if she gets her feet set and can take her time, she can also be very, very dangerous from three-point range.
Only 3 starters are down. Delar's still in with Lenskins coming out on Anderson. And traveling on Anderson.
Thinking maybe the referee said she dragged her pivot foot, possibly.
Delar's just back. That's all.
Yeah, probably not the best offensive action there. Delar, no need to go one-on-one. There was still around 7 seconds when she released that ball, maybe even more. And they're so much better when everyone touches the ball on offense. They keep moving, swinging it, continuously playing.
Oh, Alamon reaches in and fouls Anderson. Watch Anderson here. Ooh. Looked like a pretty good defensive play, so I think for Anderson, it kind of, you win some, you lose some, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of comes to the territory. 24-point lead for Belgium. 5.5 minutes left in the third. There's Yankovic looking on, Djordjevic. Nogic is back in. Katanic. Anderson knocks down a 3. So gets back to a 21-point deficit.
Anderson's first basket of the second half.
Rezamont, that's where they wanted to get it, and it's a good-looking shot, but it was off to the right. See if Katanic can, Serbia can get it back now. Nogic steps in, and that's 2. Now there's another player that can help Serbia shoot themselves back into contention in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Just under 15 minutes to play. They can chip away at this. If they could go into the, heading into the fourth, maybe down 10, 9 points, it's really anyone's game, especially with the way that Serbia has proven all tournament long, the way that they can defend.
Well, that was a good pass from Lenskins. Manunga didn't corral it. And Messiaen is going to bring Van Loo and Messamon back in the game. Now let's, again, Nogic just hit a jump shot, as did Anderson. One of those two would seem good options. But now Anderson saves in bounds to Van Loo, 3-on-1 break. Oh, look at that. Look at the touch pass from Alamon. Oh my goodness.
It's just awareness, and they're smiling and they're excited, and they love that the way they're playing, because it's fun to play good basketball, and that's what they're doing right now.
Again, Messamon gets it over to Alamon. Van Loo, high arcing 3. This time front and back of the rim, and stays out. Katanic. That would be Anderson. That's his second 3-pointer. Look out. Von Anderson starting to Stir the coals. That's a 6-point swing when you think that Belgium just missed a three. Kind of whistle for the foul.
Oh, yeah. I mean, not much you can do. Messman in great position.
Alamon bounce pass to Mesman. Tough shot, Mesman. Good D from Katanic. And she goes down. So Belgium will maintain possession. Good scrappy play there from Serbia. Rezamon from the corner. There she is. I'll tell you what, she is a gunslinger.
Well, she missed one earlier, getting her first minutes here in this third quarter. She's not shy. She's come in, shot twice, made one.
Anderson, little shimmy. Another two for her. She's doing all she can right now to give Serbia a chance. Well, she likes that matchup going up against Stankovic. Knocks down the three. That's a tough assignment for Stankovic on the switch. Oh, wonderful drive from Katanic. Katanic fouls Julie Van Loo. Third team foul. Look at Rezamon. Nice. She's got a nice stroke. The thing is, if you're the opponent,
lefty release.
Yeah, the lefties just look better. At every sport, it doesn't matter. What is it about it? I don't know what it is.
All smiles there. Julie Alamon knows she's feeling it.
Oh, nice over-the-shoulder pass back to Mesman. She tries to get it to Manunga, but Serbia were ready. Look at Katanic pushing it quickly right up the middle of the floor. To Puzovic. Outside the Nogic, they get it to the shooter! And that was a little bit long. Again. Well, they had the player they wanted shooting the basketball. Thought that was an over and back possibly. Wide open three, nail it! She's your designated three-point shooter in this Belgian team. She is sensational. She came in having hit 8 of 12. So now she's 10 of 15. Alamon with the foul. There's Rezamon. Puzovic. Oh boy, Puzovic misses. The free throws also have not been there today for Serbia. 50%. Van Loo, count it! Another three for Julie Van Loo. How do you do? Toodaloo.
This three-point shooting by this Belgium team is absolutely incredible right now, Jeff.
Oh, tough catch, Yvonne Anderson. Georgievich passes it into the hands of Messamon. Final seconds ticking off the clock in the third quarter. Pass to Messamon. Pilar for three. Front and back of the rim. They hustle. Manunga gets it back, but not in time. Well, they led by 18 at halftime, and they've now stretched it to 71-45. It is impressive stuff from Belgium.
It really is, and it's their shooting, Jeff. I mean, look at that. Every time Serbia tried to make a run, Belgium somehow just killed them from three-point range. We'll get to see the statistics here. Look at that, three-pointers, 11 of 18, 61%. They're shooting 43% going into this game, which is also an incredibly high percentage from the three-point range after 3 games. So for them to just continue to get better, and it's so many players can step out and shoot the three, and that's what's dangerous. But let's not forget, they have a great inside combo in Linskens and Miesemann, which opens up your three-point shooting. How do you stop that? I mean, this is Serbia. Serbia's a great defensive team, and Belgium are just doing whatever they want on the offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, you're the coach. Tell me how you would stop it. I don't know.
I mean, you can't go into a zone. You know, a zone you typically give shots up from the outside and then trouble boxing out. But now I know why a lot of people were touting this Belgium team as possibly going all the way this year, and for good reason. My question is maybe their bench play. We know it's going to be 3 games in 4 days. It's difficult to do. It's difficult to do at any level. Serbia, you know, had a tough time scoring, but they need to figure out something to do a little bit different on defense. Problem is they're not scoring, so they're not even getting a chance to set up their defense, their full court defense. But really, you got to pick up, you got to take risks, you got to be more aggressive if you're Serbia.
We saw Alamon on the bench. There she is, having just another amazing game. 15 points, 10 assists. And really the only stat that concerns her is it begins with a letter, win or loss. She wants the W. Same with Messamon, double-double, no surprise. Will we see her again today? Who knows?
Just to go get that triple-double?
She's got
3 assists away?
points. Yeah, I mean, just 2 assists away. 5 steals as well.
She is leading this competition in steals, so she's not only an offensive player.
Oh. Got away from Julie Van Loo, brings it up. Linskens. Look at that, she gets it back. Nope, Anderson battling away. Linskens, the quick hands, able to pass it out to Van Loo. Manunga with the offensive rebound and put back. She stays with it. Good job, Manunga. Belgium, similar to what we saw from Serbia early, getting rebound after rebound. Oh, gosh. Van Loo. She's smiling after this. She continues to play after the foul and makes like a high-arcing shot. It's all good if you're a fan of the Belgian Cats. Linskens. Wow. Even on a long rebound like that, Linskens doesn't give up on it. Look at this. Yep. Good call. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 blocks for Linskens. The masked marksman is back in the game, Resamont. This tournament started here in Ljubljana as well as in Tel Aviv, and now the knockout round being played here in Ljubljana. Linskens knocks in the baseline jump shot. The balanced scoring in this team is incredible when you look at it.
Yeah. But it's been like that all tournament long. I think they have 10 players scoring in double digits. Dallaire with 4 players scoring in double digits. Dallaire with 9 points, so she's just around that range as well. Resimon coming off the bench. She's in double digits in her minutes played.
Oh, great D from Anderson. Van Loo able to get it back, and then she makes the pass to Manunga, back outside. Villar checks in, little runner. "30-point lead for Belgium. If you didn't believe in the Belgian Cats before today, you believe now in their chances of going all the way."
Third place in that last EuroBasket for them. Disappointing loss in the semifinal.
I mean, so many people have put so much hard work into this Belgian women's national team program, not just this year, but in the years preceding it.
Yep.
So a lot of people have their hands on this program.
Coach Mestag really put them on the map.
On track.
Yeah, on track. And the players, you know, the federation investing and realizing, you know, what it takes to be a team that can compete.
And
they had that great run in 2018 at the World Cup.
Ann Wouters was such a giant name in basketball that I think people just kind of lost. If you didn't really know the program, you didn't realize how they were building something as special as they were.
Yeah.
Obviously, once they got to FIBA Women's EuroBasket in 2017, you could see that good things were happening. Yep. Manunga, knock it down, and Malkovich calls for a timeout. 77-45. I wonder where this ranks in terms of victories. I think it's almost safe to say this is going to be a Belgian win. I mean, if they go on to win it by this much, it's incredible.
Sećate se priča svih naših, posebno vas 6. Idemo da priđemo i da udvajamo svaki pik. I sve snage. Treba nam lopta, čekate, u pasivi ste, čekate šta se dešava. Treba nam lopta. Ajde da presečemo neku loptu da krenemo u hod. Ajmo brzo, ajde da ubrzamo sa trojke. Kao što treba da radimo. I samo jednostavne stvari, ne komplikujte ništa. Samo jednostavne stvari. Ajde igrajte samo dijamant i quick pick. Znači samo quick pick.
Shona, do you think there was any other type of element to the preparation that Serbia missed to get ready for this Belgian team, or is this just the reality that they're going to play this well?
You know, I think we're only 2 years removed, but we know that Serbia is missing, you know, some of their greats who have recently retired. And I think that's showing. I think it's more that's showing right now, and it's a rebuilding for Coach Malkovich. Guess what? She built up that Serbian program that has medaled in Olympics, at World EuroBaskets, so she knows what it takes. I think it's going to take her a few more years again.
And it's not that they're not competitive now. They're good now, but they're just playing against a Belgian team that is at its peak. And let's don't forget, go back as far as say, even after 2017 and 2018, Belgium, for example, gave the USA their hardest game in the semifinals. I mean, so this should not really be a surprise that Belgium are this good. even after losing, you know, some pretty prominent players and the coach from that team.
And Waters. Let's not forget the energetic point guard, Caprio.
Yeah, I kind of miss her. Marjorie.
Marjorie, yeah. Along with other players, you know, I know we're forgetting some who are a big part of building this program.
Terrific finish from Massey, and look at Emma Mesman. And those are the types of moments that she needs to experience as well. Learning when to make the cut, making the catch, and finishing.
And you know, you and I got to enjoy some of these young, talented players for Belgium
under
at
19.
the under 19 a few years
In
back.
Thailand, yeah, Bangkok.
4 years ago now, and the Massey sisters were there. Lizoa was there.
Yeah, the Masseys were the ones that were really
The
making
Masseys
the
were
headlines.
the ones who were, standing out for sure.
Haven't seen Billy yet today, but I'm assuming she's going to come into the game. Oh, that ball, did that go off of Servandakic? You know, they're constant reminders of who's not here for Serbia. You look at the bench and you see Butalia. She was a terrific player for this national team in those great runs. Yelena Brooks, as you mentioned, is here watching this game. And it's only natural, you know, you have transition years. Katanic goes out. You have to learn to lose games like this before you win, I guess. So Rezamont getting quality minutes here, as is Lisua. Some other players not here as well. They got injured for Belgium that would have been contributors. Here's the dump, and shot clock expires.
Well, Emma Messerman's back in the game. She's 1 assist away from a triple-double. I'm not sure how many players, we're going to have to do our research quickly, how many players have a triple-double in this competition. And that pass just off the mark, as they're just kind of smiling now, even though they're making mistakes, because they know how well they have played for over 35 minutes, almost 35 minutes here today is Belgium. And that's going to be an over back call. So Serbia now, when things get tough, they continue to get tough for them. They've had moments where we thought that they were going to jump out of it and pick it up. In the first half, it was those 3 threes by Chajo. She's been quiet here in the second half. And then they had a bunch of turnovers to start the second half, the third quarter, that led to some easy baskets. But after that, well, I don't think we're going to see a triple-double tonight, folks, as Messman's going to check out of the game. I don't think she'll come back in, but she has 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Also has 5 steals. Obviously a little bit further to go in the triple-double from the steal standpoint, but just kind of underlines
Quadruple-double?
her quality. Over Lissawa for 3, that's good. 82-45. Well, I thought Belgium would win, and I thought it would be convincing, but I didn't think it would be this convincing, if I'm being honest.
I think it's okay for you to be honest. I think a lot of us felt the same way going into this game, that clearly Belgium had other thoughts on their mind.
You know, Israel watching this game will be thinking, okay, maybe we weren't that bad, you know? Lisawa. Nuggets looks up. Grazza travels.
Well, Belgium now with an opportunity to go to their bench. And it doesn't slow down as Rezimon hits her other three-point shot. And no surprise here. I mean, the bench for Belgium is just coming in. And I think they're going to finish it off because they have a 40-point lead.
Well, it would be nice to see Emma check back in. She's just never been a triple-double in the EuroBasket women.
A da one sve daju preko ruku. Ok, svaka čast. Svi znaju. Znamo svi kakav su oni tim. Ali je li moguće da mi ne možemo jedan koš da damo? Just high fistam. High. I kreći se. Samo to. Do kraja utakmice. And we go to 5 down. Treba da napravi faul. A bolje da napraviš faul. Jer mogu.
It's a tough, you coach in so many great moments where you're winning or in tight games. It's such an unusual situation for Malkovich to be in, coaching at this stage of the competition and losing by 40 points. Anderson has it taken away by Lissawa. And Lissawa hands it off to Geldof, and then Anderson just takes it right back away from Geldof. And Ramet whistled for the foul. Well, tough viewing for the fans that I assume those fans from Serbia. Let's don't forget, this is the defending champions.
They know it's a rebuilding time and process, and Malkovich talked about that before this tournament even started. And she talked about it last year at the World Cup as well. It takes time. When a new cycle comes in, it takes time. You're not a big country, but it is still tough, and it is a blow. And fans, players, everyone around is going to be disappointed.
Because they're the defending champions.
Exactly. Yeah. Their tournament isn't over.
No.
Top 6 finish is the most important thing now, moving on.
Exactly. And that's what needs to register, and I'm sure it will. Play hard over those last 4 minutes to try to get some type of good taste back in your mouth. And there's Geldof. And what I liked about that for Geldof is she caught it high, she turned, and she scored. The previous possession, the pass was at her waist, and Anderson just took it right away. Here's Vratsa. And foul before the shot. Ratsa didn't get many minutes, did she?
No, she didn't. She started, I believe, right?
She started.
Yeah, she started.
Didn't go well. I mean, let's don't forget that Krajisnik as well, nowhere near her best physically. I mean, she's not going to say that or anybody else, but that's the reality.
Yeah.
And you have to feel a little bit for her and for them in that sense.
Well, I mean, we can assume that Belgium are moving on, so they're going to have to stick around for this next game, I imagine, and scout the France-Montenegro, because they're going to play the winner of that, where the loser, Serbia, will also play the loser of that game for that all-important ticket to the Olympic
FIBA
qualification.
Women's Olympic qualifying tournament.
will be next February.
Those are fun.
They are. They're intense.
You played in 2 or 1? Or did
one in 2012, but that was when they had it right before the Olympics.
Okay.
Remember? Were you in
before,
Ankara?
yeah.
It was in Ankara.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
I was.
It was July or June, right before the Olympics.
I was in Caracas, Venezuela.
Oh, where the Canadian men lost. Venezuela
Were they
beat
there
them,
then?
right? Was it not that?
No, it wasn't.
Am I thinking
there.
the wrong tournament?
No, that was 2015
Okay.
in Mexico City. But I'm sure that the Canadian men would like to say thank you for reminding us of that. There is the block. Canada's men will be at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. I know hopes are exceptionally high for them.
Tough pool, though.
Yep, indeed. And there is Ramet missing. And now.
Oh, so another turnover for Serbia. Jankovic, I think, jumped in from out of bounds, didn't have her feet down before she touched the ball.
Ball goes out of bounds. I mean, I think the great thing is that, you know, these players will go into qualifying games. You've got, I mean, it's just nonstop basketball, really, for international. It's much more regular these days. I love all the qualifiers. Here's the drive, Ratza. Katanic outside. And another miss. Rezamont taps it over. Becky Massey up to Lissawa. The trap comes. It's a little bit of a push from Ratza. When I look back at great defensive teams, though, over the years, I have to say that Serbia probably number one. The way they got after you. If you take away the USA.
Yeah, they were probably the most frustrating team to play against. Serbia
they could turn the game around in a flash.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the ball taken away once again by Lissawa, who is getting some. Lissawa is showing some toughness here. Have you noticed that? Even though the game is well decided, she's looking the part, isn't she?
Yeah, but you know, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Lissawa, she got some playing time early in the game, in the first half as well. These are opportunities for some of the bench players and some of the younger players who we see on the floor right now to prove to Coach Mezian, you know, they are ready, they can play. If their number's called, they're ready to go in and do exactly what you have. You, like, no matter who you have on your bench and who you have on the court, you never want the quality of your basketball to dip too much. And I think, you know, these young players for Belgium, last few minutes here, are doing a great job. You know, they're competing, they're aggressive, they're playing hard.
And Billy Massey checks in and gets the steal, her first contribution. Lissawa almost lost it. Ramet in and out. Look at Ramet. Exceptional effort from her. But over and back on Lissawa. But great play by Ramet and coming in and contributing, and they're playing with a smile on their face as well. She's 24 years of age, Elise Ramet, and she played well in her minutes in Tel Aviv as well. Oh, somebody did get the message down to Messiaen clearly that Messman is one assist away.
Someone went down
from a triple-double.
I don't think we'll see her shoot the ball.
I just hope she doesn't get hurt coming back into the game. That would not be a good situation, would it? A little runner. Has to settle for 2 free throws. So she would be the first player ever to get a triple-double in the FIBA Women's EuroBasket, if indeed that is the case.
So what do you want? What do you run? Put her on the low post and just have her teammates cut around her? Or fast break situation? A little 2-on-1?
Yeah, good question. If Serbia are aware of it, they probably will do everything they can to stop it, that's for sure. Chacho's coming back in. I love saying her name.
Chacho from 3. Well, she had that nice little run. Since then, has not had any easy looks. I'm not sure if she's even attempted a shot. She's at 9 points in about 1 minute and 30 seconds late in the second quarter.
Von Anderson has done so much great work for Serbia since becoming their naturalized player.
I mean, I thought Danielle Page was great for them, and then they realized that they needed, a different style of player, a different position.
And that's all they needed.
Well, she couldn't finish, but they got the ball back. They're going to have to get the ball through Emma.
And it's going to be Massey, and she's got her triple-double, and she wants to come back out. Look at that.
Well, the bench knew it, the fans knew it, the coaching staff knew it, and Messiman got it, and she's going to be going out. So there it is, Emma Messiman, 15 points, 10 assists, 12 rebounds. She just made history in a big way here in Slovenia at this year's FIBA Women's EuroBasket.
Well, it's just, even if you're a Serbia fan, it's something to celebrate that you have such an incredibly talented player in Europe. And Messiman's going to go out, I'm guessing. Geldof called.
She got hit in the nose, maybe?
Yeah. That was her joking around, kind of like, okay, I got the assist, get me out of the game. So Geldof, hopefully she's going to be okay. The knocks to come along with it. Here is Rezamon coming back in, and there is
the standing
Emma
ovation
Messiman
by her teammates, and they're happy for her and proud for her. And, obviously Messiman making history here today, but her teammates are a part of that history. They will go down in the history books.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, she really did take a pop to the face, didn't she? You can see. And you really hope, you hope all these girls for both of these teams, all these women continue to develop and get better. And again, Serbia taking their lumps today, but they'll be better after this experience.
Yeah, they will.
Anderson, nice shot from
They say
Anderson.
growing pains or something, and they're real, and I think that's what we're seeing right here. Malkovich changed the program and what Serbia basketball was about on the women's side. She can do it again.
Yeah. And it's like you always tell me before we start our workout every day, you say, Jeff, no pain, no gain. So now this is Anderson. I guess they want Becky.
She's the only player who hasn't scored?
Yeah.
Ramet.
No, she scored.
Oh, no, she scored, yeah.
Ramet missing it from deep. Anderson doesn't get the drop. Ramet. And just a little too late. So a great win for Belgium. And great job underlining how good they are to beat Serbia by 40 points, 93-53. Belgium win it. They're in the semifinals. And the question is, can this team get that elusive title?
Hey, if they play like this, I think they can beat any team in this tournament. Will it be hard? Absolutely. Do they rely a lot heavily on their starting five, maybe that sixth player off the bench as well? Yes, but they proved tonight from the get-go why they're one of the best teams and why a lot of teams right now are picking them to win gold. A lot of people, not teams.
I mean, it's disappointing for Serbia. They didn't play anywhere near their best today.
No.
They just have to take the medicine and come back strong next time.
Yeah. There you see the statistics. I mean, I think 52% is absolutely incredible. 59 didn't go to the free throw line much because they were open on the outside and they were knocking down shots. But assists, 35 assists. This is a team averaging over 30 assists a game. 41 rebounds. They take care of the ball. They push the ball. They have confidence in each other. They enjoy to play with each other. And that's the biggest thing that I'm taking away from this game. The joy that they have competing, playing, working hard every game, going out. They don't care who's the top scorer. They know they have their superstars and maybe Alemont, Messman, and Van Loo this tournament, but they share the ball. They're happy. They're happy for each other when each of their teammates are successful.
14 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 huge blocks. An absolute domination, 40-point blowout, really, to a team that won the last EuroBasket. Tell me how you're feeling and how focused were you guys tonight?
I mean, I feel amazing. We're feeling amazing. I think we were ready from the first second. We did not underestimate them because we know they're a tough team. They're a great team. They had gold the last championship, so we were ready from the start, and that's why we killed them by 40.
And the chemistry between you and Emma, she got the triple-double tonight, but you guys just look for each other constantly. Just tell me about that chemistry on and off the court, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to play with her. Like, she's everywhere. She sees the court so well. You know, I try to find her, and we've been playing for years together, so, you know, I think that's why it works so well.
Third place last EuroBasket now. Are your eyes on gold, or are you just taking one step at a time?
I mean, we can't go for less, so.
Good luck for the rest of the way. Well done.
Well, you heard it there from Linskens. We can't go for less, so why not, right?
I mean, Emma Messman actually had the triple-double, but I think it was Linskens that really kind of set the tone today for what was a great performance by Belgium.
Yeah, she was. We saw Messman's stats. We know she has the famous triple-double, 15, 13, and 10, but Kiara Linskens, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 block shots, and you said it. She had a great first half for them, and I think she set the tone, and her teammates followed suit. And we have some highlights here from the second half, and it was really all Belgian basketball. 52%, Jeff, from three-point range, 43 in the tournament. That number is now going to go up after today's game. How are you going to be able to stop that three-point shooting by Belgium moving forward? I mean, France or Montenegro, that's who they're going to play in the semifinals. We don't know who, because those games are coming up next. But whoever it is, they've got a tall task in figuring out how to stop this Belgium offense.
They really, really do. And, well, 2 quarterfinals in the books, one that went right to the wire, right to the final seconds. That was Hungary winning over the Czech Republic, and one that was decisive pretty much from the first quarter on, Belgium winning over Serbia. So here we are, folks, the road to the final. We know we've got 2 semifinalists. Belgium will take on the winner of France, Montenegro. Hungary will take on the winner of Spain and Germany. Coming up next will be France and Montenegro. Don't go away. We're bringing you all the action from Ljubljana.